Hello, my name is Mandy. I am with Scott Leroy Marketing. Today's class is the Consumer App Overview. This is also dubbed My KW app. You may have heard it referenced as that. So, if you're here with me live and you have any questions at all, comments, complaints, go ahead and put those in the chat. I'll be happy to get those addressed in real time for you. If we have a ton of questions, just keep them coming. I'll stay a few minutes after class to make sure we catch up with those and get them all answered before you leave today. If you're watching this back on recording, you can always reach out to us via email. That's support@scottleroymarketing.com, and we'll be happy to help. So, when it comes to this KW app, what is it? Why do you want it? And why do you really want all of your consumers to actually use it? And the reason for a lot of that is this app is for buyers, sellers, tire kickers, open house junkies, anybody and everybody pretty much in your database could benefit from this app because it allows them to view properties, explore neighborhoods, save favorites and follow them across the market, also set up saved searches, all the while that they're getting to do this on their mobile device. You are the only agent that shows for every single property listed. You're the only expert mentioned in this app so that they can reach out to you. They can request showings. They can ask you questions. They can call you, text you. They can reach out to you through this app. And that's why you definitely want them to have it. For you as the agent, a lot of the big benefits are it gives you big brother access. You get to see all the listings that they're viewing, all the neighborhoods they viewed and favorited, any searches that they create for themselves. You get to see all of that tracked within your command. You also get to set up saved searches for them as well, causing them to get notifications and suggested properties on their app. So, and one last thing, let me give you one last reason why you really want this app. The consumer's login, when they create this account on their app, they can also go to your KW agent or team site and log in with that same login and get to see all their favorites, their collections of homes that they've favorited. They get to see their saved searches, all that kind of stuff. And you still get to track them while they're on your KW agent or team site as well. Okay, same login works for the KW app that works for your site. When you see, like when you look at your site on the top right hand corner, it has a login option. That's this. Okay, so we're going to go over all of that today. Welcome everybody that's still coming in. For the first portion of the class, I'm going to start it here from this mobile view because I'm going to be showing you the view that a consumer would see using this app. The last portion of the class will actually jump into a desktop version of Command so that I can show you more of an agent perspective. Okay? And again, if you got any questions at all, keep those coming in the chat for me. And pardon me, I will be pausing to clear my throat. If you hear me mute just for a second, that's what I'm doing. All right. And so right here on your screen, first thing I definitely want to point out to you the difference between the Command mobile app and the KW app or consumer mobile app. Okay, you can see those both right there at the top of your screen. The red background, white KW, that's Command. That's the agent's app. Your Command logins work for that app. It's an agent facing app. So that's all your back office stuff. The app you see on the right with the white background, red KW, this is the consumer mobile app, dubbed also My KW app. It is consumer facing. When you log into this, it is a consumer login. Your command logins will not work. It will not see you as an agent, and you won't have any of your agent back office settings to work with. Okay. It's only seeing you as a consumer. It is only a consumer login when you log into that white app. Okay. So that's just some distinction there to help you make sure that you're in the right app. Okay. Today's class is going to be over the one on the right with the white background, red KW. Okay. Get it on your device. There's a few ways. The first, I'm just going to show you how to download the app onto your device if you don't have it already. And the easiest way, go to the App Store on your device. You can see mine right there on the top right. I have an iPhone product, and so it's App Store. If you're working from an Android, it may be like Google Play Store or something similar. But you can easily go into that App Store and search KW. Let me show you. So I'm going to tap on App Store, use the search at the bottom right, and tap KW into the search bar at the top. Uh-oh, Dawn. So Dawn's saying she's unable to see my mobile view. Can everybody else see it okay? Can somebody else confirm it's working or? Okay, so Barbara's still got it. Okay, Sheila does too. Okay, so Dawn, you may just want to flip to a different screen or see if you've got some other options on your phone there. It's kind of hard without me being able to see your device to tell you how to see it. Thank you guys for all chiming in. I appreciate that. Or try logging out of Zoom and coming back in. That may also work. But you should be seeing my mobile view. Okay, Dawn. Hopefully that works for you. If not, the class is recorded, so we can get you a copy of the archive or you can find it later on YouTube, whichever one would work for you. Okay. All right. You're welcome. I'm sorry you're having issues. Um, all right. So right here on your screen, you can see me in the App Store here. I just searched KW at the top and see the second and third apps that are showing. The first is the consumer app that you see, white background, red KW. That's the one we're in today. And I'm just going to tap on the name of that to open it up here. If you do not have it downloaded already, you should see a blue Get button or maybe a cloud with a down arrow. Either one of those will help you get the app on your device. There is another way, but this is the kind of show you the long way first, and then I'm going to give you the shortcut after. So this is the long way. So you can go ahead and download the app right from your app store if you prefer. Okay. If you do it this way, the app will not be branded to you. You will need to brand it for yourself. I'm going to show you how to do that. So if you did choose this way to download it on your device, no worries. I'm going to show you how to brand the app to yourself. That means that you are the chosen agent for that app and the only one that will show no matter what listings you're viewing. Okay. It also ensures that whenever you share anything from the app, like a property, maybe to your social platform or just to text it over to somebody, it will also make sure that that's branded to you. Okay. So this is how you would get it from just your app store. I'm going to close this, bring us back to, there we go. Sometimes my fingers decide not to work. So here we go. So the next is I want to show you how you can actually get your branded consumer app link right from your Command Mobile app. The Command Mobile app on the top left with the red background, white KW, your branded app link is in that app and can be shared at any point. So you can go there to get it yourself as well. So I'm going to tap on the Command Mobile app at the top left. You may need to sign in. If you do, it is simply your command logins. And once you're in at the top left-hand corner, you can click on your name and notice number, I guess, five, the fifth item there. It says share my KW app link. If you click that, it will prompt you on your device to either email, text, open in a browser, whatever you want to do with that app link. But that app link right there should be branded to you. As soon as you share that with somebody or yourself, as soon as you open the app, it should already have you set as the agent. Okay? If it doesn't, or if you downloaded it right from the App Store, I'm going to show you how to get it branded, no worries. Okay? And that way, if you ever have a consumer say, hey, I've already got the app, but I don't know how to make you my agent, I'm going to show you how to make sure that you know how to fix that. Okay? And so now that we've done that, I'm actually going to get out of Command. We're going to come back to our mobile screen here. And now let's actually open up our My KW app or consumer mobile app so that we can go ahead and start looking at how to get an account on it and get signed in. So I'll go ahead and touch the KW app, the white background, red KW, and it should bring you to this screen. If it doesn't, sometimes it does bring you immediately to the search screen. That's fine. You just won't be able to share anything or save anything until you either sign up or log in. Okay. Dawn, I think you just made it back in. I hope you can see our screen now. Just let us know, okay? Or let me know. I say us as SLM, but let me know. All right. And so let's talk about how to sign up on this app. I'm going to touch the sign up button and it will bring you to the screen to let you fill in certain questions like first name, last name, and email. Also notice that one of the newer features as of a few months ago, it will let you log in with your Google, Apple, or Facebook logins there at the bottom. So it really is just your choice. I'm going to show you how to manually create an account. So you would fill in these steps right here, first name, last name, and email. And then when you click next, it will allow you to create your own password and it will log you in. Now, this is again your consumer account. It will not be the same as your command logins unless you just want it to be, but you'll use an email and you'll create your password, and that is now your consumer login whenever you come into this consumer mobile app. Okay? Little, oh, great question, Sheila. Should the email be a KW email or personal? Doesn't matter. Absolutely does not matter. It sure doesn't. So you can use any and all emails that you would like. And a side note about that, let's say this is a new lead that you do not have in your command database just yet. As soon as they sign up, you will get a notification of the new lead within your command, and they will now have a contact profile created within your command database. Already have in your command database. And now they've signed up on the app with the same primary email address that you already have in your command for them. Then it will actually update that existing contact in your command, and you'll be able to now track them on that same contact profile. That will probably make a little more sense later in the class when I show you the view from within command. Okay. Let's say it's an existing contact within your command and they have 1,000,001 different emails that they use. So they actually come to your consumer login. They sign up with a totally different email address than you have in your command database for them. It will actually create a new contact. They will be entered into your command database as a lead, and you will get that notification of a new lead because it's a new email that you didn't have on file yet. That's okay. If you see that happen and you see now that you have new duplicates, use the one that is the newest that is linked to their consumer login. And there's that merge feature within command where you can merge the two contacts together. You'll just want to make sure you keep the one that has that back end link to their consumer login. We will jump into more of this deeper when I go into the desktop version of command. I just wanted to go ahead and address the importance of the email they use since we had the question. Okay. If anybody's confused by anything I said, just let me know if you got questions. So again, we just reviewed how to sign up on this particular app. I'm just going to share again. If they sign up on your KW agent website, that login will work as well right here on the app. They can use that same login. I'm going to go ahead and hit the back arrow in the top left and just show you how to log in once you have your account created. I'm just going to touch login and it should prompt you for your email and your password. Notice there isn't a forgot password link right there. So if for some reason they're coming in or you're coming in with your email and you're unable to log in, you can click forgot password. And if you had an existing account, it will email you a link to reset that password. Okay. It's a good way to find out if you did already have an account set up that maybe you just don't remember. but any consumer can also just update their password there. If for some reason they no longer have access to that email, they can always just sign up with a new email too. That's okay. I'm going to go ahead and click done on the right hand side just so you can see the bottom of this screen. Again, awesome, Sheila. Okay, great. So it auto logged her in. You've already got an account. That's great. And so here at the bottom, you can also see again those Google, Apple, and Facebook links where you can sign in with those logins as well. We're going to go ahead and click login. And here's what your app will look like. Now we've already come in, we've saved some homes, created some collections, and favorited some neighborhoods. So you will already see homes popping up there at the bottom of my page. If you haven't been in here yet, you haven't favorited anything, or you just created a brand new account, you may just see a general blurb at the bottom of, hey, start searching properties here. Okay. Mine just looks a little bit different because we've already come in and done some of these items. I'm going to explore this entire app with you today and show you everything, so it'll make a little more sense in just a second. Let's look at the app from a seller point of view first. You'll notice at the top right, there's a My Home option right beside that Buy Rent option. So buy rent on the left, obviously going to be more for your tenants and your buyers. That also qualifies for like your open house junkies, people that just love to keep up with the market or love to look at homes. They would tend to use that tab. On the right, though, when I click My Home, these are going to be your sellers and your investors. These are folks that already own property and maybe they just want to come into this app to be able to find out how much their current home is worth. Okay. So you can come right here and at the very middle of your screen, you'll see the option to Let's Find Your Home to get started. This will help them discover a ballpark value of their home. This is kind of the same tool that may be on your KW agent or team site for your home valuation page. If you don't have the home valuation page on your website yet, let us know. We'll be happy to add that. But this is that same tool. So we'll go ahead and click enter address. You can put your cursor in the search bar and just begin entering an address. And you should see a few options down here at the bottom. Now, the top one asks, use my current location. If the consumer chooses to turn on their permissions, this app will actually work based on their current location, not just here on this particular part of it, but also on the search feature. So it is added bonus if they'll allow their location permissions to be on, but it's okay if not. You can see different addresses being populated at the bottom so that they can choose any of those addresses, whichever one is going to be the one that they need to choose to get the value of it. So we'll just choose down here at the bottom, the last address listed. And from right here, it says, we need more information about your home. They won't always see this. If they pick an address, like I had a made up address, right? This is apparently a commercial property that I've chosen. But basically, if they choose a home that there is good data on, maybe it's recently sold, um, or is in a populated neighborhood, maybe an older neighborhood, it will likely have information and can give them a bracket price of like, let's say 350 to 375 is your current home value. To find out more details, reach out to the agent here. Now, as you can see on your screen, we don't have any of that information because it can't pull any data. I've pulled a commercial property. So this may be also a view that they get if the property is maybe new construction, hasn't recently sold, or is commercial. It will give them the option to reach out to you, the agent here. At the very bottom, you'll see the message that it pre-populates for you, and then they can choose to click Send Home Info there at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and just add test only to this so Mr. Billy will not think he got a brand new lead. Okay. And so, oh, my screen's being a little finicky today. Sorry, guys, just a second. If it'll let me get there. Hold on, two shakes. I'm going to go back in. Nope, it's not going to let me in. Oh, there it is at the bottom. Okay. Try again. There we go. Now it's not sticking. So we're still here at the same message. It's asking if we want to provide any more information about the particular home to send to the agent. I can just hit send home info, and it says at the bottom, your message has been sent and someone will be in touch with you shortly. That's whoever your agent is that you have the app branded to. Okay. So it sent that over to them, and now they'll get a notification in their command or their command mobile app, and they will know to reach back out to you. Okay. Welcome everybody that's coming in. I'm going to go back up so that you can see we're still on My Home tab right here. Their property is now listed right there under My Home, and there is a trash can icon if they would like to trash that and add a different one, as well as a home equity calculator right there. I'm going to touch Let's Go just to show you what that looks like. And now they can enter their home value at the top and their mortgage balance and let it calculate it for them, as well as some education and FAQs down at the bottom. Okay, Dawn, sounds good. And so again, just some helpful information here. I'm going to click the back arrow at the top left and come back. And this is about it when it comes to the My Home tab right here for sellers at this time. They also are more than welcome to use that buy and rent tab because that will let them see what listings are currently on the market in the neighborhoods that affect their current assets. So whether it's a homeowner that is looking to possibly sell in the future or looking to invest in some other properties. Maybe they want to move across the country and they just want to keep an eye on the market there to see or to explore neighborhoods there. They can always come over to the buy rent tab and use that as well. So I'm going to tap over to the buy and rent and we'll jump into this as well. What this has to offer. I'm going to pause momentarily and make sure I covered that branding aspect. Remember when we were talking earlier about sharing the app and making sure it's branded to you? If you downloaded this app from your app store or you're not 100% sure that it's actually branded to you, the agent, that little person tab all the way down at the bottom right, you can go ahead and click that. You should see yourself as the agent at the top. If you're seeing it say, find an agent, it's okay. That means you have an unbranded app that you probably downloaded from the App Store, and you can simply click find an agent, look for yourself, and click the connect with me button. Okay. Then you should see it look just like this with you showing as the agent at the top. Okay. Linnell, great question. So when you share your red background app, they will get the white one. When you click the share my app link from within your red app, that link is actually for the white one. Yes. Okay. Just want to add a little bit of clarity there to make sure we're talking about the same thing. Let me know if that wasn't clear. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to make sure this is how you make sure the app is branded and this is how you fix it if it's not. Okay. If you're seeing yourself back here on this page and you're seeing yourself as the agent, but yet when you're going through and trying to share properties from the app and you don't feel like it's branded to you, that's an issue. Reach out to us. You shouldn't be seeing that. It should only show you as the agent. Let's go back to the home tab at the bottom left. And now we can jump into that buy rent tab. First, I want to show you how a consumer can get right in here and start searching. That would be the magnifying glass right down at the bottom. Or if they've never come into the app before, they will have a search button right here where you're seeing that white house right there. There will be a search button in that location so they can easily just sign right into the app and click search or click the magnifying glass at the bottom. Awesome, Linnell. Thank you for letting me know. All right. And so this is what the search page looks like. It does default to the map view. And again, if the consumer does not have their locations turned on, notice that at the top right, that's the little locations arrow that you see in the circle in the very top right. If it's not turned on, it will default to Austin, Texas. I'm just going to pinch on the map a little bit to let you see that's where it is. So it will woo, a lot of listings. It will default to Austin, Texas, where KW headquarters are if the consumer does not have their permissions turned on. However, at any point, they can simply tap that arrow in the circle at the top right-hand corner, choose to turn on their locations, follow any prompts that it gives them, but then it will automatically show them listings exactly where they are. This is handy even for an agent. I know I used it all the time when I would be driving around, maybe traveling, and I just happened to see, sorry, I letting somebody back in through the waiting room here. I would happen to see a property that I would be curious about. Maybe I didn't even know what town I was in if I'm on a road trip, but I could easily open this app, tap that location, and it would show me the property that I was near. So this is great, especially if people are exploring neighborhoods for the first time. They want to know all the listings in that area so they can just drive around. This is very helpful. So again, just make sure you tell your consumers they always have that option to turn their permissions on if they don't want it to default to Texas or have to search. Another view here, notice how it says list towards the bottom of your screen. You can tap list and it shows a little clearer. It's not necessarily the map view anymore, and it will list those listings in order with a little picture preview and a little blurb about the hot stats for that listing. Let's go through the search options up at the top. So you do see the search bar where you can choose city, neighborhood, address, school district, any of the above. So I'm going to go ahead and put my cursor there and begin to search. Today, let's do Boston. So we'll do Boston, Mass. There we go. And you can see it populating. Now it does give you several options. Notice how it says city underneath. Every now and again, you'll get like, see how it's in school attendance zones, school district. Scroll down further, metropolitan areas, maybe by county. So there's a lot of ways to search through this particular app. I'm going to choose city at the very top and see what we get. Here, notice that now we have listings for that particular area showing. Towards the top, you'll see we have 1,000 results. I can filter and sort those even further down so that I'm not working with such a large pool of listings. I would do that by clicking on filters. And there are a ton of filters here, guys. The consumer on the app will actually have more filters in their app than you will as an agent from the command side when you try to set up a saved search for them. A saved search is just like you would do through your MLS portal. It's where you have certain criteria that you set for this consumer so that they will get notifications of any new listings that come on the market that meet that set of criteria. You can also set up saved searches for just open houses or properties that have had a price reduction in the last 7 days. There's some creative things you can get done with it. Also notice towards the top of your screen, you not only have for sale saved searches you can set up, but you can also do for rent and sold properties. So there's several different saved searches that you can create. Currently, we're building that saved search, right? Because we're creating our filters that we want to be set up for it. So I'll just come back to for sale. And in these different fields, you can see you have multiple ways to look through this and set up these filters. We'll just put, we want something with at least 3 bedrooms, do at least 2 baths. I will tell you the field where property type is listed and the more detailed you get on these filters, just keep an eye on the results in the bottom right-hand corner to make sure you don't basically eliminate all of your available properties. Sometimes it's better to leave it more open-ended, right? Can't always guarantee the listing agent has put in the correct information in the correct fields on the listings. So you can come down and search by lot size, year built, maybe a few features. You can even add keywords of your own. Down here for listing status, you also have the option to choose pending or coming soon. If it's in navy blue like that, it's selected. So you can actually tap it to unselect it and it will show with the white background, unfilled. Okay. Down at the bottom, you see those other options. Like if you want to see the open houses, you can toggle those on, or price reduction within the last 7 days. You can toggle that on as well. When you're ready, you can go ahead and save this search just like it is right now by tapping on the saved search in the top right, or just click show results down there at the bottom. I'm going to do show results so that we can come back here to our search page. And now look, now we have those 435 results. You can see that towards the top of your screen on the right. You can also see that we have 3 filters set. And now I'm going to use the sort option. So I'm going to tap the sort option in the top. And these, again, similar to your KW agent and team sites, where you can sort how the homes would be displayed. I can choose high, low, like maybe I actually want to see the ones that have the biggest living area. So I can do living area, high to low, or maybe I want to see the most recent on the market. I would choose days on site and choose low to high so that I can see the ones at the tippy top that have been on the market the least number of days, and just click apply. And here we go. So we start having the results we want in the order that we want them. And now when you're ready, see that saved button at the top right with a little heart beside it? You can go ahead and create it as a saved search. So I'm going to touch save, and it will give me the option to rename it. Always recommend, if you're looking in different areas, keep some form of the name of the area in the name of the search. That will greatly help you at a glance later on. You also have the option to have push notifications. That means you'll have a little pop-up on this app with a little bubble that shows you how many messages or notifications you have, just like text or email on your phone. So you can toggle those on or off. And the email notifications right here, you can choose to have those turned off if they don't want to receive emails. And again, this is from the consumer view, so they're setting it up themselves so they can choose how often they would want to receive these. We'll go ahead and make this instant and click save. Now our search is completely saved. Notice the banner at the bottom that just popped up and said that. And so now whenever this consumer logs into their account, comes over to this little house icon at the bottom left, where they'll come as soon as they log in. See saved searches right there in the center. Their saved searches, any home. Notice this is a Boston, Mass property that shows first right here. They'll be able to, right here from the home screen on their app, immediately see the newest properties that meet the criteria for their saved searches. You'll even have buttons that say, I want to see the new listings. I want to see the open houses that are coming soon. I want to see the ones that have had a price change. I want to see a status change. Okay. So you have some quick links right here, some shortcuts right here from the home. Sheila, is there a way to see modify the searches or delete if you get overwhelmed by the options? I hear that last one. So yes, but yes, the consumer saved searches, the ones they've created on the app from this view themselves, they can edit within their phone, and I'll show you that in 2 shakes. You, the agent, if you have set up a saved search from them from within command, you can make the edits from your command as well as they can also edit it from their end. So ultimately, the consumer will always have the option to adjust it from their end. You, the agent, will only have the option to adjust the ones you've created. I hope that makes sense. Okay. But yeah, you can edit them at any time. I'm going to go back to the search screen, the magnifying glass. There's just a couple of things I want to show you here next. Frog in my throat. So right here, when you're looking at your listings, I'm going to scroll down to one with photos. So let's use this little guy right here. Notice that it gives us a few photos that we can actually sit here and preview. We don't have to jump all the way in the listing. Maybe we just want to scroll so we can just continue to flip through. And if we don't really love the property within the first few photos, we can easily just keep moving, keep scrolling. Okay. Just under that image, you'll notice the price, the stats, and the address. Over on the right-hand side, you'll notice a heart. If they already know they love this property, they can simply tap that heart, and you'll notice they get a pop-up at the bottom. This means it's added the heart property to a collection. A collection is different than a saved search. You know how saved searches, the properties will automatically populate for them. The system automatically generates the properties that meet their criteria. With a collection, it is certain particular properties that the consumer has favorited or you, the agent, has favorited and picked out for them. And it will keep those homes in a collection. They will be able to follow that property through its entire life on the market, even when it's no longer on the market. So if it goes pending, if it sells, if it's temporarily taken off the market, they will still continue to be able to track that property underneath their collections and keep an eye on it. Collections do need to be manually updated, meaning they would manually add houses to the collection by hearting the properties. I'm going to slide up to another property and add another heart just to show you. Okay, that's manually adding them to a collection. And if they want to take them out of the collection, they just unheart them like so. Okay, I'm going to throw him in there so we'll have a little extra in our collection to show you in a minute. But so they can create collections of homes to track. I will show you from an agent's perspective in Command in just a few moments how you can actually create a collection for them and send it to multiple contacts saying, hey, maybe you created a collection of the best investment properties that are on the market right now in your neighborhood or the best multifamily home properties, something that would be with your niche. You can create collections and send them to different contacts. They can view them on their app or in their email. And that way you get to say, this was a suggestion from your agent thinking that you would love this property. So you also can add to collections and the consumer has the option to remove them from that collection or even add their own. But again, manually adding, manually removing. Okay, that's why it's different from a saved search. So now that we've favorited some of the homes, I'm going to tap on the listing to actually open it all the way up. So let me just tap right there on the stats. And this is going to look a whole lot like your KW agent site or KW team site. See the photos at the top? You can scroll through all of them. You can click and expand it to look like this. You can also click on the photos one more time to get this type of view. I'm going to go back one to this view. I want to point out the share button in the top right-hand corner. You can easily share properties right from your app to somebody by text, email, your social platforms. This is one of the easiest ways for you as an agent to share properties, maybe your own listings, onto your platforms because, again, you are going to be the agent that is shown as the listing agent on the property. Okay. Arnold, I love your Zoom name, by the way. I stuttered when I let you in from the waiting room because of your Zoom name. That was very creative. Arnold Restivo, a person of interest. I love it. What is the best way to sell the app to my buyers? Arnold, I definitely went over more of that towards the top of the hour. So definitely check out the class recording when we're done. But we're continuously showing right now why they would want it. Okay. And we do have class archives already on YouTube too that go over that more at the top of the hour. Okay. But we definitely give you some verbiage and reasons why they would definitely love the app. And so right here, that we're seeing on our screen with that share button. Again, great way for you on the fly to share a listing with your social platforms and with another person. So definitely create your own consumer login to the app and allow yourself an easy way to share properties. I'm going to click the back button at the top left. Again, looking at it just as a listing, our photos are at the top. stats come next. Notice the heart option. If we hadn't already clicked it, we have the option right here, right now to go ahead and favorite it. And we also have that share option as well. So you can go ahead and share the property again from this view. Next, you have the property description and show more, property details with all the see all details. You can click any of these buttons and expand the information. Next, you should see your agent information. They can click on your name and view more information about you, but they have your contact information right below that. So at any time, they could tap that and it would prompt them on their mobile device to call using their own mobile phone or text using their own mobile phone. Your email will also be listed there, but here's how they can send a message directly through the app. Now, I will say at this time, the communication is one way through the app from consumer to the agent. You will get notifications within your command that you have a message, that you have an open house request, a tour request, something like that, or you have a new lead. But you then will reach out to the lead using your own methods, your own mobile device to text, your own mobile device to call them, and whatever method you use to email them. Okay. So right now, communication is one way from consumer to agent. Right here in this message box, they can type a message out to you. Again, I'm going to add test only. So Mr. Billy knows that we're having another class, and that's why he's getting these. And you can click get in touch. And it now has sent that information to Mr. Billy, and the consumer can just click away from that and move on. There's the request tour option that you see here as well. I'm going to go ahead and touch that option so that you can see how a consumer would request a tour. It asks them to fill out several dates and time blocks. They can do morning, afternoon, or evening. They don't have to fill in all the options. Maybe they just want to give you one, but there's options here to give them or to give you, the agent, several different time blocks that that consumer is available. Then they can choose for the tour to be in person or live video. If they choose live video, it gives them the option to choose which platform they would like the showing to be on. Coming on down. Additional information. They will be prompted to enter their phone number. Remember, when they signed up for their account, it only asks for their email. So it will require their phone number when they begin reaching out to you for a home showing. So they can go ahead and enter their phone number. There we go. And they can also send you a message. There we go. It will ask them to click the opt-ins or the disclaimer at the bottom, just like your contact me form would on your KW site. And when you're ready, you can request the tour. What did I miss? I did not pick a platform. I also did not give a time. Let me do a time real quick. And we'll scroll down and request tour. It gives the consumer a thank you that it was sent. And now that agent just got a notification in their command, a push notification on their command mobile app, letting them know they've got a tour request. Okay. You can come on down, see open house information. It will also have the mortgage calculator available to them where they can edit those fields. A little further down, they can get into some tax history as well. And then the neighborhood information. I love this. So they can actually view neighborhoods or the neighborhood around this particular listing. Notice it gives them a map as well, showing them, hey, there's a few other listings in this area. They have the option, they can follow it. They can tap that follow button, and now they'll get updates about this particular neighborhood as well. If they scroll down a little further, they get a snapshot of this neighborhood, including nearby schools, if there are any, transit and commute. They can add a place right here that's important to them: family, work, place of worship, a school, whatever is important to them. They can tap add a place and enter an address. And then whenever they look at listings on your app, it will automatically show them and calculate for them the driving, biking, and walking distance for a commute from their important places to the listing that they're looking at. Very handy. Down at the bottom, it'll show more similar properties along with a map here if they would like to view them again. Okay. And so that's what a listing would look like within the app. I'm going to click back on the top left-hand corner and we'll go ahead and wrap up what we're looking at here in the app and then we'll jump into the agent view in Command. So from here, I just want to show you some general app navigation since we talked about the collections and the saved searches and now how to favorite neighborhoods. Let me show you where all of that information is in here so that your consumer will be able to locate it and you also will be able to locate it in your own consumer account. So again, the home on the far left will bring us to the home and you have shortcut links right there to your collections. And these are the homes we manually added to our collection. You will have a saved search tab as well. Sheila, I'm not sure about that. She says when I use my filters, it doesn't give any results, but when I go to the map, I see that there are results. You may want to reach out to us about that and let us see screenshots, Sheila. I'm thinking that maybe when you switch back to map, it's actually showing an area outside of the filters you set and not necessarily within it. And you may want to click on filters again and look at the bottom right-hand corner just to see how many results it shows. If it shows 0 results, you may want to tweak some of your filters because there may not be any properties on the market right now. And so again, shortcut to saved searches. And then you also have that tab for neighborhoods right here too. The Hyde Jackson neighborhood is the one that we just favorited. So at any point, I can come right here to my home screen, look at the market stats, and even view a 6-month comparison to see the performance of that neighborhood. Okay, very handy. At the bottom, we just went over the magnifying glass so you know what lives there. And then the heart right to the right of that. This is the same information that you would see on the home page for your collections, saved searches, and for your neighborhoods. But from right here, notice I now have the option to edit them. So I think it was Sheila that asked earlier, sorry if I'm wrong, but if you want to edit or delete, you would come here to your Heart tab, view your neighborhoods, and the 3 dots on the top right-hand corner, you can click that and it will give you the option to like unfollow a neighborhood and it will remove it. Or if we go to saved searches, we can touch to the 3 dots to the right of our saved search and either edit or delete that saved search. So we'll go ahead and choose delete and it removes that saved search from our account. Okay, same with collections. We would come in and tap our collection to view it and you can just simply unheart the properties and it immediately removes them from your collection. Okay, gonna tap back on the top left. And last but not least, your little person icon in the bottom right. This is where you can share the KW app right from the KW app itself. If you do this and it's branded to you, meaning you, the agent, are showing there at the top, this is the best and fastest way to share your KW app on the go. You create your own consumer login to your branded KW app, and you can easily just come right here, click the share the KW app, and it will pop up on your mobile device to allow you to use the most commonly used methods that you have for your device, like text, email, things like that. Okay. You also have a cogwheel at the top right that will allow you to go into different account settings like changing a password, deleting the account, or logging out. Okay. All right. Give me 2 shakes here. I'm going to go ahead and swap from my mobile view over to my desktop view, and we're going to spend a few minutes in Command just touching on a few things that you as an agent will have control over and can see from within your command, as well as what this looks like from the KW agent site. So give me just a second. All right. Somebody could throw me a thumbs up or a yes in the chat, letting me know that you can now see the desktop view. That would be amazing. Awesome, Arnold, Jackie. Thank you. You guys are on it. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. All right. And Brian, excellent guys. Okay, so what we're looking at over here is the view of command, and I want to show you really quick from the KW agent site how that same login from the app works on the site. So I'm going to toggle over here to the KW agent site. Notice the login feature in the top right-hand corner. They can come, consumers, or you, the agent, if you want to make yourself the consumer account, which I highly recommend, can click that login button. And if they don't have an account already, they can sign up the same exact way right here. Or if they already have that account that they use on the app, they can use the same logins here and log in to your KW agent or your KW team site. You will still be the same agent that shows for all the properties. They can continue their search right here. They also now can click on their initials in the top right and view their favorites, view their notifications, and access their account settings. If I go to saved right here, it will also show the collections, the saved searches, and the neighborhoods. It syncs all from the app to the site. It's all in sync. So anything they do, favorite, like, home request, anything like that, it all transfers and syncs between the app and the site. If they come here and look up a listing, I'm just going to show you it's the same, typically the same view that you would normally see. Just giving it a second to update. So we'll just grab this listing again right here and open it by clicking it. And so now this is a demo site, so you may, a demo account. So you may see it swap from Billy to Scott. Don't be alarmed. It's because we've switched the account back and forth to too many agents too many times. So now our agent is Scott. And so right here from Team Scott, I can still have the same options to reach out and send a message. I can request a tour. I still have his contact information. I can reach out to him right away. I can click the heart to add the listing to my collection, and I can also share. Okay. So same options, create saved searches, create collections, and follow neighborhoods can happen right here from a desktop version as well. So your consumers have a way to do this from a desktop or from the KW app. Going back into command really quick, I want to show you in a command, excuse me, a contact in the command database where you would see the tracking that happens. So you would click on your contacts tab. You can actually use your filters to find the contacts that have actually logged into your app. You would click filters. Let me minimize some of these little guys here. Agent site connection. If you choose connected, it will show you the contacts that have registered either on your site or the app. Remember, it's same, right? So you can find the contacts this way and click connected and apply. If you want to find the people in your database that have not done this so that you can have an easy conversation and come from contribution and say, hey, I have a huge value to give to you today. Do you mind going ahead and downloading this and I'll show you what good it can do for you? Or maybe to your megaphones in your life, the people closest to you, ask them to jump on there. Ask their opinion. How easy is it to use? Do you love it? Do you not love it? Everybody in your database needs your app. So you can also find the not connected folks this way as well. We have our little guys already saved here. If they had connected through the app, you would see a green check mark with a circle around it beside their name as well. That would be another giveaway. I'm going to go ahead and click on my little contact guy here. And on the right-hand side, right here in their timeline is where you would be able to see anything and everything that they have liked and favorited. It would show you the message that they have sent. It would show you the open house, excuse me, I don't know why I can't get open house and house tour separated today with me. The house tour request. It would also have hyperlinks, guys, to every single listing. So you don't have to go hunt and peck trying to figure out which listing that is. They would have hyperlinks right here within your timeline that you can click on, and it would immediately take you to that listing so that you can see which listing they're looking at. Or even for the neighborhoods, it will have a hyperlink for the neighborhood as well so that you can easily see that. If you want to create a saved search for them, because again, as an agent, wouldn't it be much easier not to have to go into your MLS portal, upload all your contacts there, and create saved searches in your MLS portal so that people will get emails for the newest listing? You can do it right here from within your command. It would be right here within your contact profile. Click Save Searches and come right here to Create Saved Search. As long as they have signed up on your app, they will get the email notifications or notifications that you set up for them with a saved search. If the person does not have that little check mark and circle by their name, that means they haven't registered on your app yet. So you can come set up saved searches all day long. They will not get them until they have set up their own account or you've set them up for them on your app. Okay? They need to have their own login before the saved search works correctly. This is where you would set up a saved search. We have a tip video on our YouTube that will show you step by step how to do that. And for a collection, you can also create that for your consumers. You would do that here under the Listings tab and click Collections. And from here, you can come and create a collection. This can be from all over the world. You can pick a house in Boston, a house in Montana, a house in Texas, a house in California, whatever you want to do and have it all in the same collection. It's completely up to you what you create. And the collection you can send out to multiple contacts. You can set up one collection and send it to multiple command contacts, okay? Whereas the saved search, that one saved search is for that one contact you set it up under, okay? Just a little difference there. We have a tip video as well that will show you how to go through and create a collection on here as well. So definitely check that out. We are actually at the end of our class time here. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. If you're watching this back on recording and you have any questions at all, please reach out to us via email. It's support@scottleroymarketing.com. We'll be happy to help you. And anybody here with me live, please go. Oh, Dawn, I'm sorry I'm making you homesick for Boston. I love all the beautiful properties there. So if you're here with me live, go ahead and drop any questions in the chat. I'll be happy to stick around for a couple of minutes and help get those answered for you. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.